Welcome to Al Stock Trades. My name is Al, and in this video, we're going to be talking to you guys about the next 10x stock. Now, if I were to label this right now, I would say this is, if you were to say this is speculation and this is a long-term fundamental play, I would call this half between speculative and long-term play. Now, the reason why is because when it comes to mining stocks, I get a little bit worried because they could be volatile and dangerous, right? But this one, if you can't see it from here, this is lithium. And I was going to show you the periodic table, but a lot of my subscribers are not chemists. We're business people. So we're going to get straight to business. So why am I talking about a rare metal earth stock? Not a lot of people are talking about this. And we need to just bring it to the YouTube space, the YouTube financials, because if you listen to the earnings call for Elon Musk a couple quarters ago, I believe in the past two, he said that if you would like to mint money, essentially print money, go into lithium mining, because that is going to be the next Saudi Arabia oil fund, okay? As you can see, EV sales are approximately 8% share of the total sale growth of 2021. In 2025, it's going to be approximately 16%. And then thereafter, it is going to jump to 70%. As you can see, this is an exponential rise, almost like an S shape. And this is exactly what Cathie Wood is talking about. Not only do you need these rare metals to basically generate the batteries to necessitate the transition out of fossil fuel, type of combustion engines into electrification. You also need the chips, the semiconductors, all the instruments needed to bring us to the fourth industrial revolution, okay? This is essentially what you're living in right now, guys, is you're living through a Henry Ford type era, okay? I can't emphasize this more than enough. All right, so in terms of trying to understand how the EV batteries work, we are essentially undergoing an electrification process. So there's a company, as you can see down here, called MP Materials. I'm going to be breaking down the intrinsic value, the price target of the company, where I see the company in 10 years. However, I'm going to be extremely conservative with my analysis at the end because it is a mining stock. But I do want it to have it on your radar. So if you are learning as an investor or you're a newbie, you can potentially see different types of companies, right? So I'm going to expand your horizon, some of the Clover Health people, just so you can see other stuff out there, right? Okay. So as you can see, in terms of rare metals, we got rare metals a lot in Russia and China and different parts of the region in the world. However, the special part about this rare metal mining business is that it is located centrally in the United States. This is a unicorn, a canary in the gold mine. We are basically, this company is light years, billions of light years ahead of the system. Okay? We already know that Saudi Arabia is heavy on the oil. Why are they heavily invested into Lucid? Because they understand that the future is not going to be oil. It is going to be electric in order to run a sustainable world. In fact, one of the Saudi princes or kings said that we never ran out of I believe he was saying stone or something in building a building. We never ran out of that to transition into the next generation. So we're still going to have oil, and we're still going to transition out of that into the next era. Don't get distracted with these supply chain issues and this Russia-Ukraine war in terms of having oil prices. Yes, natural gas is set to peak at around 2030, 2035, but then it's going to start going down. And then electrification is going to start going. So you as an investor want to get in on this early, okay? And just as a very quick example, this is going to be a national security threat. These types of businesses, because this is like essentially oil, right? This is literally, you're going to be able, whoever owns these businesses and runs this is essentially going to control the next generation's movement and progression into the next fourth industrial revolution. And the CEO of this company is actually a former hedge fund, so he's heavily connected and brought this company out of bankruptcy. Okay, now if you look at the growth of this, the revenue's been growing over 100% here. It's 177% year over year, and the adjusted EBITDA has been growing 301%. This is a net income positive and free cash flow positive company, okay? As you can see, very high growth, and the balance sheet is extremely strong. And here is a demonstration of their free cash flow positivity. As you can see, it's doing really well. So in this here, I would like to share with you the numbers I'm going to be using to calculate the intrinsic value of the MP material stock. As you can see, revenue, we're going to be taking from 2019 to 2021. It is growing significant. We see the operating margin, the gross margins went from 7 to 45, 69, and now 76%. They are keeping majority of their dollar. This is a gold of a business, okay? Now, if you look at the earnings, they're starting to earn earnings for their shareholders. The book value is increasing, which is exactly what we want to see. And the free cash flow now just recently became free cash flow positive, and it's currently 10% of that of the revenue, indicating a strong balance sheet. And there's not a lot of debt within the business. So from our intrinsic value calculation, as you can see here, you can see that MP is currently trading at $39.43. And if you look at the 2019 to 2021 horizon, it is growing 113% year over year. So we could see prices anywhere between $1,300 to $3,100. And we're looking at a 3,000 to 7,000% upside. Now, you may be looking at this and scratching your head and saying, how is this possible? Well, you have to understand, if lithium is in this business is truly going to electrify the nation and the world, this is a $3 trillion business we're talking about, guys. This is exactly what Cathie Wood has been essentially, on the preaching this. However, I'm a very conservative investor, so I'm going to be taking some cuts out of this projection. So we're going to take 75% of the 113% growth rate. And by doing that, you get 85% growth. And that shrinks the price anywhere between 335 to 776. So these are the ranges that I'm going to be looking at for this company. Now, if you want to cut it even more, and that's what I'm doing as someone who's a very, very conservative investor, we're going to say this company is going to grow 40% for the next 10 years. We can be confident in saying this. And by this, we can see that the stock is going to hover anywhere between $25 to $53. Now, you may not see, this doesn't seem like a strong upside from $39. But again, we took multiple cuts. These are the possibilities of this company. Now, you may be asking, you might be saying, how is this even possible when the stock's trading at like these levels? Well, go see Tesla back in 2015. Not even then, not even that far back, 2019. Go see it back then and you'll see what I'm talking about, okay? This requires time. This will be the next iteration within 2020 to 2030, and we are going to be seeing these stocks explode once we deal with all of these issues. Now, I personally, with our proprietary brain machine, which is our artificial intelligence technology that utilizes machine learning and is able to calculate the value of any stock, within our Stock Trades platform, it is giving us a price of $45.64. Now it's currently trading at $39. Now that's the price it's giving us based off of its value in today's present value with the market. Now, personally, my price target is as follows. We do see a bear case of 335, a base of 485, and a bull of 760 with a 5-star rating because it is profitable and it's free cash flow positive. However, my price target is $50. Now, that's a 26.8% upside, which is, I believe, is going to hit within the next 12 months to 24 months, which is, to make that type of money, that outperforms the market, if you ask me. And if you were to buy a real estate business, you're lucky to get anywhere to tap out at 12 to 15%. But this company is the future, and way it's priced, it's a little safer at these levels at $39. Now, what I like to do is I like to look at institutions. And what you can see here, these are, I believe, the top 30, top 35 institutions that are holding the stock. And we can see that a recent change of 4,900% was initiated by JW Cole Advisory, and their average share price is $43, which is under the current share price of what is standing right now at $39, right? And you can see they have 2.5 million shares, almost 2.6 million. You can see these top investors here, JHL Capital, they got in around 1926, 38 million shares. They're the highest. They did decrease a certain amount of shares. Again, they're still holding a lot, I believe, to remanage their portfolio, to put money in other stocks that have been devastated, as you can see possibly through your portfolios, right? But you can see BlackRock's in this stock, Morgan Stanley's in this stock. Bailey Gifford which was one of the first investors in Tesla, right? We have Bank of America's in this stock with a higher average of $40, along with Charles Schwab. I'm just mentioning banks that you may know of as they're popular with retail. Now, if you like access to all of our analysis with our intrinsic value calculations that we've put out and all of our proprietary artificial intelligent technology and software in a community of investors and access 24/7 access to me, this will be look up at Al Stock Alerts. Now, if you want lifetime access and you want a course to train you how to find these stocks, how to analyze these stocks, and give you access to our intrinsic value calculators, you'll have the Mastering Stock Market course, which will be an expiring coupon code link down below. We have been featured on Bloomberg, MarketWatch, NASDAQ, and Benzinga and Yahoo Finance because our product speaks for itself, and we are revolutionizing and bringing back value investing and mixing it in with a Cathie Wood disruptive tech thesis. And we're definitely on a beginning S-shaped curve, and I'm very excited to be on this journey with all of you. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and liking the video, as it does help the channel, and I highly appreciate it. Overall, it is a privilege and honor. God bless you, and please stay safe in this crazy world we live in, and I will see you on the next one.